Hello everybody, RegiTime here, and we are currently playing the final table of the £5 Megastack on Sky Poker. We are currently second in chips, just about, maybe just second in chips. Not sure there's any really big fish at the table. I play cash with this green tagged player here. I had both two tables up, and no one seemed to be doing anything crazy or bad on the other table, so I'm going to presume most of these players are reasonably solid. Sometimes you get the occasional maniac fish, whatever you want to call them, sneaking through into final tables, but maybe with the exception of this dude, I don't think we have this time. Could be about to get a pay jump straight away. Jack 9 is in all kinds of trouble, and he does not get there. Let's have a look at the payment thingies at the minute. The what should we call them? Pay jumps. Defend the ace 6. We're going to be looking to check fold on this flop versus that player who's been pretty solid, pretty tight. So we currently got £38 locked up, 173 up top. ICM wouldn't be my thing. We're just going to play our cards as we find them and see how far we can take it. Pretty deep stacked for the final table, so hopefully the video will have some legs and we won't just bust in 5 minutes and be a relatively short video. I like to clean my stack up here. I don't like these odd random numbers in my stack, which is why we put the extra 1 chip in. Get raised here. My hand's too strong to fold. Is a limped pot though. Kind of pitting ourselves into a corner here if we decide to check call turns. I guess we just have to check call down on non-clubs. I'm going to make a possibly huge mistake here and just fold my hand. That could be a big mistake. It could easily be a big mistake. I'm not sure. In the cash game there, I just call down without any clubs. There, just if it's a clean run out. But you get to reload in cash games. You lose all your stack in a tournament, and you've lost all your stack. You're out. There's no more chips, no more game. And yeah, I wanted to carry on playing a bit longer there. I mean, it's probably we probably just had the best hand. I mean, it's hard to flop flushes, but limp pot you could easily have a better 2 pair. You could have turned a bigger 2 pair. Who knows? Never go broke in a limped pot. That's the old adage, isn't it? Just lead straight into him here after calling the 3-bet. Interesting line. He gets it done now. He gets it done. I really don't have much clue what I'm doing at that kind of 20 big blind stack depths. I just tend to try and find something pretty and pile a lot of money in, like I will be here. If there's just a single open, we'll be jamming over the top because it's pretty. And I guess we could just call, but then we're just going to get blown off our hand a lot post flop. I'd rather there was antis in play here, so we get more value on our re-steal, but It is what it is. Maybe this is overkill. Maybe it's fine. Who knows? Not me. That's clear. I clearly don't know. I'm sure there's some tournament players that watch that would be able to tell me if that jam was okay, if it's a little bit too much, if it was completely standard. I have no clue. I know the 4x open from the button isn't standard. That's what I do know. And it will not be opening the jacks deuce. This is what I like about the Sky MTTs. Not that you guys won't, but with me being, for want of a better way of phrasing it, a fucking massive nit, not having antis in play I think certainly helps me. Like when I play on sites where there's antis in play, I frequently find myself just blinding down pretty quickly, and then just kind of getting into panic mode and probably making some pretty big mistakes from like 25 to 10 big blind stack depths. And once we get to 10, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing. I'm not really sure what I'm doing with my like 3-bet ranges and things like that very often, like off those stack sizes, but get me that at 10 blinds and I kind of know what I'm doing. I used to play a lot of sit and goes back in the day, so I think my like push 4 game off 10 blinds is okay. I'm not sure about my 3-bet range off 20 bigs. Not sure with 3-bet games on point. And without antis, I'm never sure when we should start open shoving. I mean, I see people routinely open shoving 20 big blinds in tournaments, or when I watch people on Twitch and things. But again, that's with antis. I'm not sure how much the antis influence, you know, how often we should be open shoving 20 bigs. Oh shit. Shit. I typed too many numbers. I typed way too many numbers in there. Well, it makes no difference. Took the pot down anyway. I was trying to make it 22,135 and all of a sudden I made it 221,000, which I didn't want to do. And this is a fold versus a 3x at this stack depth. Could be wrong, but feels like it probably should be. Pocket queens isn't going to be a fold. I'm pretty confident of that one. And it makes life pretty easy for us. And so up to hold, assuming we're ahead to begin with, of course. Just give him like pocket sixes or something, and flop a queen. Make life particularly easy. Ace 9. No ace. No ace. Thank you. We'll definitely be happy with that. Gives us quite a nice cushion as well between the second and third place guys. Third and fourth place guys. And with that pay jump, we now have locked up £44. Beautiful. It's 9xr buy-in nearly. Take the work. Kind of careful what you wish for when you've got things like that, I guess. Probably have the best hand if somebody raises from the button, but not the small blind as it was. I'm not sure how I'd play it at 28 big blinds. I guess we just call, see flops, go from there. I think the 7-4 is too weak even to limp, is it? Who knows? flop ourselves a gut shot. We should have typed the right amount of numbers in this time. That isn't it again. That's the number. What is wrong with me? Like, can't even type. Can't even type 4 numbers. This guy's raising again. We have a gut shot. Not much else going on. 6 of diamonds isn't nice for us. He's probably getting naughty here. The second time he's raised is when we've led out in a limped pot, but he's going to let him take it with the gut shot. At least we have like nice round numbers in our stack again. That's important. I mean, I'm one of the most untidiest, laziest fuckers you can imagine. But when finding cash games, I don't care in cash games, but in tournaments, I like to just have like 3 zeros at the end of my stack. Or 2 zeros or whatever. I don't think there's like a bad player left at this table. I think this fellow here is possibly the weakest player left, but he's pretty tight. I haven't seen him make any big mistakes. He doesn't seem to be like opening too many hands. Probably not opening enough hands. Seems kind of like weak tight-ish. Played with him quite a lot. Don't know how long we've played with him for. I'd say at least maybe a couple of hours. This guy, no idea really, and this person is probably the most aggressive player at the table, probably the loosest. We'll take walks. Thank you, sir. Very civil of you. I'll try a limp again. I don't know if this is good. I just see good players on Twitch limping small blinds a lot, so I don't know. Good enough for them, good enough for me. No idea what the logic behind it is, but if I see good players doing something, I'll kind of just try and replicate it and then figure out what makes it good at some point down the line. Well, the min raise. Just going to let the king 3 go. Why is that first number double tapping all the time? Don't understand. If I type the first number, it seems to be going in twice. Two of 4. What are the pay jumps? I haven't checked the pay jumps. Nah. I guess there's nothing between 3rd and 4th. But there's like a pretty nice jump between 3rd and 2nd. It's a bit of a weird payout structure. It seems like really flat and then it ramps up towards the end, which I guess I don't mind. But I think the guys who win tournaments should get the most. But I quite like flat payouts in terms of like paying more people. I'd rather see 20% of people get paid than 15, for example, but then maybe have it flat up until the final table and then have more pay jumps. I mean, for example, if you're playing this tournament, let's see if we can pull it up. And like 25th, if you finish 25th or 12th, in my opinion, it's right. Look, it's really flat. There's almost no difference, and that's, in my opinion, how it should be. And then start having the steeper jumps at the like end game situation. I don't like seeing like biggish bubble jump or biggish pay jumps in like the until you get to like the top 10 or so, top 9 I guess if you're playing a full ring table, maybe top 6 if you're not. That's just my personal preference. So you get the mean cashes so people can stay in the action more, play in the game more, but then think the guys that win deserve a big chunk of the bounty. Booty, whatever you want to call it. Booty is better than bounty, isn't it? Don't want to confuse people with bounty hunters. We're limping into him all the time, so I guess if we ever get a big hand, we then need to limp into him too as well. I'd rather not have the big stack directly to my left. Easy call on the flop. Going to be any sad-faced fold on the turn here. I'm not sure how we see a way to winning this hand. If he bets, we have to fold. We can't bet. Guess check, and he somehow has like a worse hand. See, he's done it again. 22, 2,000, 25,000. Seems to be just skipping there. Then we're going to have to call here if he jams. Again, we're going to have to call if this player jams of this stack depth. Like 11 bigs. Well, it's not even 11 bigs, is it? It's 10 exactly when he goes all in or thereabouts. This guy's got to be careful because he's like significantly ahead of him. If he's considering ICM, then he needs to be careful against us here. If he's not considering ICM, then I guess he doesn't need to be anything. Here's 5 what you call if this fellow jams. He doesn't strike me as a jam light sort of player, so for like 9 bigs could be a huge mistake, but I would fold. But we're not asked the question. The question wasn't asked, so that's all good. Give him a walk this time. Fed up of him just owning me blind versus my weak hands. You can just put me in jail here with a 3-bet. He hasn't been much of a 3-better though, to be fair. He's been pretty aggressive in some spots, but 3-betting hasn't really been his thing. So I would probably respect it the first time he did it. Obviously we're calling if this guy shoves. He just calls and we get a very uninspiring flop. Can't really bet versus this stack. So we bet, I don't know, like 17, 18,000. He just ships it. We have to fold, just burning money. It feels like that anyway. Happy just to try and check down. Mind you, surely he jams a lot of ace-x. I mean, I don't see how we win here. I think he's going to have like a lot of 9-10 suited, 8-10 suited, stuff like that that's just willing to check it down with us. Queen 9. Yep, safe to say a bet would not have worked at any point there, I don't think. We bet the flop, he's just going to rip it in. One would imagine. If he doesn't rip it in, he just doesn't fold if we like decide to try and represent the ace on the river. Because he would just be that short by then. Like 5 big blinds, no one's folding second pair for 5 bigs. Scary min raise off that stack size. I'm always very, very wary of people like min raising off 11, 12 blinds. I think the jam actually looks weaker than the min raise. Again, I could be badly mistaken there, but it feels to me like the jam feels weaker. just going to check jam this flop, I think. Not sure about this guy's C-betting strategy, but we just rate to have the best hand. I wouldn't mind folding out some of his equity. You can have a lot of just like ace-x here that we just jam. I think we do. Snap fold. I think that's a jam there. I mean, if he's just like check back an ace, pick the small turn bet with an ace, makes sense. He can have some ace-x there. Oh, he's going to give me with a fucking awkward number again here now, isn't he? This is quite tilting. Reasonable flop. You might leave us with a very round number at the end of this hand. Might be a nice big round 0. That'll clearly we can't fold at this point. 3 would be lovely. Diamond would be nice. Take a 4-2. Offsuit 10. That's not as nice. He snap checks back. Don't think there's too much value in a bet here. Maybe he's got a hand like Queen 10 that we'll call a small bet. King 10. Maybe he hasn't got 10 Jack or King Queen. It will both hurt because we're probably calling this river unless he makes it a crazy sizing. I think we have to call here. He's got King Queen or some kind of 2 pair, then fuck our lives. Our hand's just so under repped here. Choppy choppy chop chop. Would not have liked the 4 there. The 4 would have been pretty grim. And we get back to our 0-0-0 stack. So extra bonus of the chop. Nothing much we can do with the deuce and the 7 versus the tight players. Button jam. This guy was already out. Consider making a move here, but he isn't. I'm not going to open this because I don't know if I'm supposed to call if he jams or not. I just don't know. I think I would probably be supposed to like race call versus the orange tag and race call versus orange tag, race fold versus the chip leader, I guess. easy call if he jams this time. Easy call if this dude jams too. And we're off to the races. Are we going to hold? Oh, we hold. Very nice. Hold and have a significant cushion now. We like that. So we have now laddered to £57.33. So we've got like a £50 bubble here, which is, I mean, it's not a lot of money in like life terms, but in terms of like ICM, it feels like it's pretty huge. Excuse me. Coming up to the break, I think. Yep. So I'm going to have a 5-minute break. You guys are going to have a few seconds break. So here we are. We're back after the break. Let's try and win this thing. This guy's barely put a chip in the pot for the last 2 notes, Howland. Comes back, must give himself a pep talk on the break. Straight in with the race. Oh, action. We don't want to see an ace or an 8. And we are heads up. So we've locked up 100. And we are playing for an extra 73, well, £72 and change. Looking at the 100 is nice though. I think this guy's going to probably try and run me over, so we're going to have to perhaps be a little bit more, a little bit less risk averse than I normally am, because for sure he's going to try and run me over. He's definitely more loose and aggressive than I am. He's like almost well, not quite a 2-to-1 chip lead, but near as damn it, I guess. This is where I don't think I'll be covering myself in too much glory. Heads up at this stack depth. Not really sure what I'm doing, not sure what I'm supposed to 3-bet, what I'm supposed to 3-bet call, what I'm supposed to raise call, etc. Let's just hope we get some hands that are relatively easy to play. Unless the 10-5 off. What was that now? 10-5 off, Queen 3 off. A bit less of that in the big blind, please. I think we're going to fall to this guy on the river here. I think that one pair's just way too strong given how the hand's gone down. I mean, I'm a pretty big nit, but I'm going to look insanely nitty to him given that we haven't done anything so far in this heads up game except fold and call. Not sure why I'm putting the round numbers back on now, because he makes funny sizes. It'll be doing me nothing. Perhaps we'll just give up with the round number thing. Now we're going to be involved in more pots. That seems like a very big raise and we have absolutely nothing, so I'm fine with that. one of my biggest weaknesses as a poker player is how to play my air. And given we play no limit hold'em and we have air quite a lot of the time, probably something I should work on. I'm usually pretty damn passive with air, which I guess isn't a terrible thing, but I think I could sometimes take some of my air and do something different with it. I think this guy's just too damn aggressive. Do we just ship the... How many big blinds do we got? We can't just ship it, can we? That's too much. Ah, well. I see you at the river, sunshine. Because as aggressive as this guy is, I don't think I've got it in me to fold an ace. If he checks again here, we're going to bet the turn, and if he does something funky, then we'll just let him do it and hopefully try and bluff catch him. And he took this line earlier, didn't he, when he raised, then checked, then started betting, and he had nothing. Seems like a good river. He shouldn't be 3-betting with too much 5x, you wouldn't have thought. If he is, then would he be betting it on the turn? I mean, I guess we're going to chop a lot here, and sometimes we're going to win. Doesn't feel like we're going to lose very often. I don't think we can jam though. Jamming makes no sense. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That didn't go well. That did not go well. Really easy call here, of course. Uh-oh. This hasn't gone well either. That's gone very badly. Good game, sir. To be fair, he's completely outplayed me. I certainly cannot argue with that outcome. He played better than me the whole final table and deserved his win, so fair play to him. Good game. Oh, I forgot to turn the chat thing back off. Yeah, so there you go. I'm going to have to cover that chat up now, which is a shame, but never mind. Good game, sir. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll book the £100 win, so good stuff. Bye for now.